All right. What's this, episode 4? Episode 4.
Well, I haven't posted the third one yet.
Episode 4,
We'll post both together.
hopefully.
So, yeah.
Shit, we back with another video. Just
Manor, Garage Talk.
off the dome. We don't even know what we're talking about, but we're here. We just wanted to make some content, so.
Yeah. Fuck you do today, man?
Work, came home, went to a few stores, and that's it, man.
Got that nice hat on, huh?
Yes, sir. Bass Pro Shops, man.
You
$6.
You got 3. I didn't even ask you earlier. They're all different colors?
Yeah. Like a black, a blue, and like a gray or something.
Oh, okay. That's T, so I would have gone with you, but
Yeah.
shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today. I think 46, I think.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. It's funny because when we were over there, he had a couple friends from Caterpillar show up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And some of them even popped new.
Mm-hmm.
So he was out there talking to him and everything. But I go to tell my dad bye with Sylvia and the baby and everything, and the kids, they slept over. But I was, all right, Dad, I'll see you, man. Happy birthday, blah blah blah. And his friend is like, oh shit. And he's like, it's your fucking birthday?
Oh, wow. Hell no.
My dad just told him to come over, thinking it. And he didn't say.
How many people were there? It was a good good.
No, I mean it was just like us, Pop. I think like a total of 3 of his friends, and then like a family member on my dad's side.
Oh, okay.
That my dad, like, it's David, the one that he likes to go watch fights with all the time. He was there at the Wilder Fury fight at my dad's.
Oh, okay.
When the neighbor was down
Whatever
there.
happened to that dude?
Kevin?
Ah.
Yeah, the black dude, Kevin, the neighbor.
I'm not talking about him.
Or the kid.
Cheeto?
Dude, I don't even know.
They just kind of fell off?
I don't know, I guess. Shit, I mean, Cheeto, he's got teenage kids. He's doing his own thing. Fuck, you know?
Like, what the fuck that mean? They've been hanging out for years.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually kind of talked about that. Well, I shouldn't say talked about that shit, but my dad, he mentioned that a little bit. Like, they just haven't really hung out or anything. Or even hooped, you know? But, what we need to do, I didn't even have a chance to hit Amigo today. To about fucking Sunday morning, try to go hoop.
Play some ball.
It's been a hot minute.
We went up there yesterday. He wasn't there, though, but Lewis came up there.
Who?
Miguel. I'm just saying I went up there yesterday night.
Yeah, y'all went together, didn't y'all?
Yeah, no, he didn't go. That's what I'm saying. Like, he didn't end up showing up, but I went up
Migo?
there. Yeah.
Bro, weren't y'all already there when I called y'all?
No,
you talking about yesterday? Oh, shit. Yeah. I called y'all 2 days ago.
Yeah, so yesterday we went up there. Well, I went up there, and he wasn't there, but we were able to run a quick game of 5. And that was it.
Jeez. Well, shit, that's enough about our bullshit. One thing I want to kind of get to in today, one of the guys I work with, we were talking about some bullshit, and I had the question. I was like, hey, man, do you believe in aliens?
Damn, bro, we finna go far left.
Far left.
Far
left. I can't remember what prompted that question for me. One of the 2 guys, I was with Bravo, so Bravo, he could attest to this.
Shout out, Brav.
Yeah, he's with the girl, caking it up. But I can't remember what prompted it, but I mentioned it, and he was like, no, I don't. I'm like, what? How can you possibly not?
You seen one?
No, but have you know how vast this universe is? You think we're the only fucking things out there?
What if there are aliens, but they like in human form, like they look just like us?
some people, I don't know if it was that dude Neil deGrasse Tyson,
I don't know who that is.
or maybe some other. Well, he's like an astronomer, scientist, physicist, or whatever.
Right. He was on Rogan.
Yeah, he's been on Rogan before.
Right.
Yeah, but he was saying that the likelihood of us stumbling across essentially an alien, and them uh, being just like us
Mm-hmm.
is possible, but that could you imagine what that would fucking do to people? Like how terrified people would probably be. They wouldn't be able to even wrap their fucking minds around
Right. Shit,
that
I'd
there's
be like, what the fuck?
yeah.
Like,
But I mean, it. I do believe it personally in the sense that the I guess it comes down more to like math,
right.
and like percentages. Like
Right.
it's like
It's something out there.
it's something, you
It's
know.
something.
It's damn near impossible for it to not be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to get fucking, I guess real technical, a grass, a tree, that's a life form technically.
Technically, yeah.
You know. So I mean that's like what people or scientists and shit, at least that I've heard about, read about, seen that about Mars, and when they talk about life forms, they're talking about shit that we can't even see, like microscopic shit.
Right.
So, like how vast, like, man, I seen, I can't even remember. There's some video just kind of breaking down the size because there is like the universe, and then there is like the known invisible universe, and like you can't even
Put your mind on
comprehend that in your head. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just so bizarre.
fucking aliens and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be badass. Now,
Crazy.
do you think do you think that they have been here? Maybe, and we'll just keep it real simple. Do you think that there has been some sort of life form other than us humans and like the wildlife and animals that we know to live on Earth? Do you think there has been an outer
Extraterrestrial.
extraterrestrial? Yeah, I couldn't even think of the word right now. That has been within the limits of Earth.
Hell yeah, man.
You think so?
Dude, I just think there's like so much that has walked this earth, is still probably walking this earth that we just have no idea about, man. Like, it's crazy how like all dinosaurs are wiped out. Like there's not a single dinosaur. But yeah, man, I believe it's hella shit out there. Hella
Yeah,
shit.
I know. And what's crazy is, man, I listen. You know, I'd say it all, I listen to fucking Rogan's podcast all the goddamn time.
Right.
You know, and he's got different scientists and all type of shit on there, or with space or wildlife or whatever. But there's like some shit about saying that 99% of all wildlife in the like the lifetime of Earth
Mm-hmm.
has gone extinct.
Yeah.
So that means like the wildlife that's alive now is not even fucking 1%.
Wow.
Now that just put that in fucking. You can't even wrap your fucking mind around that.
Like damn.
Like the Earth has been around for.
Many
I think
years.
I think they say some shit like 8 point something billion years.
Wow.
It's fucking crazy. And man, if you think about it, you know, record taking for, you know, us humans have been. It only goes back like 2,000 years, really.
Right.
Yet,
That's all we know of.
yeah, there's so much lost history, so much,
Yeah.
and with the whole, like you said, alien stuff or whatever, extraterrestrials, we don't even know what the fuck's down in these oceans. Completely
Exactly.
deep in these rainforests in the Amazon. We don't even know what the fuck 100% what's in that
Like,
bitch.
what if it's something in the ocean bigger than a whale, bro? Like,
The
could eat
Meg.
a whale. I was about to say,
Megalodon.
man, that'd be
There's people
crazy.
on there's people on the hunt for those still, man.
A meg?
The Megalodon.
Oh,
That's like the biggest shark of all time.
damn.
Yeah. Like if you ever seen like the Jaws.
The Meg, like the movie?
Yeah. The
Oh,
Jaws,
okay.
like you could stand in the whole mouth of the Jaws. It's bigger than you.
Damn.
Yes.
I've never, I've never even thought.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Those are fossils, but yeah, there's people that are like actively looking for those, and they believe that there's a chance that they still might be around. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen any of those videos? Or first of all, do you know that the government like
hide shit.
no
Oh,
last year or sometime in the last 2 years the government actually has openly said there are UFOs.
oh yeah,
You know about that,
yeah.
right?
They've
Isn't
been
that
like
fucking nuts?
spotted, right? Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but I mean it's one thing where the news, the media, they say it, but like the Pentagon
yeah.
has said and has admitted there are
UFOs.
UFOs. There's things that appear to not be from this world that we don't know what they are.
What I
They
was,
don't even call them UFOs. They're like called UAPs now. I don't know why the fuck they changed the name, but yes.
what was that like? One thing I was confused about, like a couple years ago, like maybe during COVID or before that. What was that whole Area 51 thing that they were? Does that have anything to do with? That was, or am I like far right?
No. I can't remember. I can't remember if that was after. That might have been after the fact. Honestly, after the Pentagon like admitted that. But I actually just, again from Rogan, I found out some more about that. I forgot who was talking about it, but essentially, Area 51. It's known. It used to be undisclosed location. It used to be quote unquote off the books. Now it's not. It's kind of mainstream. But some people, yeah, people actually went there, and essentially guards and the people there that were protecting the area,
Right.
you know, because they still had a job to do.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it was like almost a party. Like they obviously didn't let people in, but usually when on the grounds where people are like, in, like me and you go there now, you know, and they'll be like, get them. You know, they got snipers on us. They got drones on their ass.
Where's it at?
Somewhere in like, fuck, I don't know, Nevada or Arizona, somewhere like that. Yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, they treated it like a party. Everyone was real friendly.
Right.
You know, they were all like, "Oh yeah, hey." But that's what I heard. But yeah, obviously no one got hurt. I don't think no one died. No one got shot.
So you think there's things like that they don't tell us?
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. That's what some conspiracy people are thinking about the Pentagon even admitting to UFOs. They're thinking that people are finding and recording maybe technology that we have developed, you know, and we're just trying to write it off as we don't know what it is.
Right.
China doesn't know what it is. Russia, Germany,
Just
or whatever.
BS.
You know, just to keep it on the down low, so other countries don't know what we're rocking with. You know what I'm saying? Which I totally get, but yeah, the government don't fucking tell us shit.
They don't tell us nothing.
They tell us what we want, what we need to know. That's it.
That's it.
Need to know basis. And that's it.
Shady.
Because think about it. I mean, the shit that they have. You remember that fucking giant stealth bomber that didn't even look like a normal jet? It was like all like a super wide arrow. So it looked super thin. Like, if you pulled it up on your phone, like here, I think it's like a stealth bomber or something. But then they all got fucking names.
Stealth what?
Stealth bomber. Look that up. But whenever that fucking came out to the public, yes, whenever that came out to the public, that
628 miles per hour.
That's crazy, right?
It said it was introduced in '97.
Yes.
Okay.
So 1997. And like look how advanced that was, right?
Yeah. That shit.
Do you think we actually knew about that back in 1990? I
Hell no.
no, motherfucker. I found out about that shit. I feel like sometime in the like 2000s, probably when we first went to like Iraq and Afghanistan after '08. So
Yeah.
that was old technology then.
Old as hell.
Who knows what they fucking have now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's so much out there.
Like
Man.
once they release something like, oh yeah, we got this. They already got
Yeah.
they already got something new
Exactly.
that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
So what you think about like what do you think about this whole thing where every 4 years there's this new disease or this new sickness or like you had
Are you talking about because like
COVID.
monkeypox and shit? Well,
What?
COVID and monkeypox.
Right, like now it's monkeypox or whatever. COVID is just like you don't even hear about it too much anymore, man.
And one ear and out the other, man. I it's all kind of just, in my opinion. I don't want to say it's a sham because I believe that they are actual. People actually get sick. You know, yeah, you actually got sick. That's why you
Yeah.
couldn't come to that one party.
Yeah,
But
bro, I had that shit bad. Like I had every symptom.
but I don't know. I think it's just way overhyped.
Yeah.
I mean, do you remember in like high school it was or middle school, high school maybe. You remember fucking H1N1,
Yeah.
swine flu,
Right.
and then Ebola.
Yeah.
All of those were these major fucking scares, and they fucking
I don't remember them ever.
blown up. Nothing
but I
compared
don't-
to what they did with COVID.
And like I don't remember anything ever being like you have to go and get a vaccine like they did with COVID. Like they didn't force you to get it, but like you were like frowned upon if you didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't go to work unless I got it. You know what I'm saying? And like
I would quit.
I know that's what my family said, but it's crazy, man.
Who?
Like my mom's.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
not
them.
not them.
Not them.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I would. Man, that's too much. I think no one should ever be able to tell me
What to do?
with my body.
Right.
At all. Especially all this stuff was y'all just developed this on a whim. Come on now, like
How are we supposed to trust that?
Exactly. And people have though. There's some shit like 200 or 250, 300 plus million people in the United States have gotten vaccinated. I know.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
that's
I didn't
absurd.
get the. I won't get into that.
Which ones, you
Yeah,
know, the brands or whatever. I think that's absurd.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. I had something else I was going to say that, but I've slipped my fucking mind because I was like, it's absurd.
Yeah, man. There's just a lot of stuff I don't agree with, man. I don't agree with them telling a woman what they should do and can't do with their body. I saw something on the news today saying like in certain states, like if a woman was to get a abortion, it's considered like a felony.
Oh yeah.
Like
I think it's yeah, it shouldn't happen like that. Do I think there's a limit?
Like how many times she can do it?
No. Oh yeah. Sure. I mean, sure. I guess.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. I mean, again, who am I to say? But I mean, I don't know. You think about it's like, bitch, if you don't fucking learn your lesson after the fourth time, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I meant in a limit in the sense of when you can and can't do it, like in terms of the development so far. Obviously, 6 weeks when you just kind of find out that you're pregnant. I mean, yeah, like
You should be able to do it.
definitely then, But like you hear about some stories or people talking about, or those far left people will say, you know, 6 months. 6 months. That's
That's like a
fucking
heartbeat.
great. That's more
That's
than a heartbeat.
everything, man.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
I
think
mean that.
that's majority.
Yeah,
Like
honestly, I think I can't remember right because obviously we just I mean Sylvie just had a baby, so it's
right,
a little fresh in the mind. But I think by 6 or 7 months, essentially, I think the baby is fully kind of developed. It's just like kind of adding on to
right.
like it's physically growing at that point. But I think like the it already has fingers. It has like a face, feet, toes,
Basically everything.
basically everything. That's crazy.
That is
That is
crazy.
way overkill. So finding that kind of middle point is very difficult. And I mean, kids are born at 6 months, even less.
Yeah, preemies.
Preemies, and with technology today, they're they still live.
Right.
That's insane.
Insane, dude.
You know, it's crazy, especially for, you know, Nana. You know, rest in peace to Nana.
She was a
She was a
preemie.
preemie, dude, in 1940.
Damn.
1940. She was a twin, actually.
The brother didn't make it.
Yeah, I think it was a boy. The brother didn't make it. At the time, I remember she told me she was actually in like the Guinness World, it was a world record for her to be alive
Wow.
at that point in time. She said
It's amazing.
like this was like her in the hand when she was born. Probably smaller than this. Your phone is too big. This is her though.
Wow.
It's
That's
crazy,
insane.
and the
Man.
fact that she lived.
Till she was when?
Oh no,
She was like,
she lived.
cause she's a few years older than him.
I think it was
80?
80. Yeah. Yep. 80.
80.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
80 years old.
Wow. Rest up.
Full of life.
Yeah, she was.
Got lots of
Lots of
grandkids.
stories.
A lot of great grandkids.
Lots of memories.
Mm-hmm. Right here in this house.
Hell yeah.
um, yeah, dude, that's
It's a blessing.
that's crazy, right? 80 years, 1940, premature.
I had a good ass topic, man, but we'll save it.
What?
I was gonna talk about God, man.
Go ahead, man.
So like,
Taking it on a new twist.
we're gonna go left. Even
No,
more
we
left.
went left. Let's go right.
All right, let's slight detour. So like, if we talk about aliens and like, are they real, and we're looking for facts, we're looking for clues, we're looking for anything to believe in that or to see it, to have like a better understanding of it. Do you believe that they're like the Bible describes? Like, do you believe like there's God, there's Jesus?
Do I personally?
Yeah.
I mean, I always grew up, believing that. I grew up being taught that. As I've gotten older, man, it has become very hard for me personally. Not in the sense of believing it, but just taking on so much more information and learning, and it's so much.
That's a lot.
It makes me. I ask a lot of questions, just in my nature. When I work, when I learn something new, when I'm learning something new, I should say, I ask a lot of questions, and now I just ask a lot of questions. It's like, I guess I don't necessarily ask them to other people,
Right.
but in my
But
head,
so, yeah.
yeah, in my head, because I hear something, I read something, I watch something, and I'm like, fuck, dude, like, I don't know the answer. And it's kind of with what you said when I mentioned aliens. You're like, have you seen one?
Right.
Well, the same thing.
With God.
Have you seen God?
I don't think.
Have you seen Jesus?
Right. I can't say like I've seen Jesus. I've like died and came back alive. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
Never had one of those moments. But I can say like I think we've seen miracles.
Oh yeah.
So like I mean.
But I guess like what does that stem from? You know what I'm saying? I'll put it like this. I do think that in some sense there is a creator,
A higher power.
a higher power. I just feel like they're kind. And, dude, I can't even wrap my fucking head around it. I just feel like that is the only logical kind of answer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether or not like people believe in evolution or not, like something set this up. Whether you want to take it even far far left or far far right and say, are we living in a simulation? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so, yeah, dude. I can't even begin to wrap my head around it.
It's a lot.
That's a lot because I actually, you know what, I'll say this. Um, my last, not my last, this one guy I was working with last year. Remember for the home improvement stuff, the remodeling out here.
Yeah.
Um, I know bullshit, and I was driving in a car with him. Well, he was driving, and I was just riding with him to a job. And he was he was definitely Christian, like 100%. Loved the guy, um, and he never preached stuff to us, but he, like, we knew his beliefs and he knew ours, and we actually had really good talks, about a lot of different things. And I give him a lot of praise and thanks for the talks that we've had, because he's had impact on my life as a man, as a husband, as a friend, as a brother, and everything. And one day we were driving, and I'm like, dude, what's like, let's just talk about like God, Jesus, and stuff like that. Like, is it real? How do you feel about it? Because I've come to learn. Well, I don't even want to say that. I've come to hear and get these notions and beliefs that, like, think about the Bible for instance, right?
There's so many different
There's
ones.
so many versions,
There's so many.
and how often do, even in today's languages, when you, if I were to speak Spanish, which I don't, I wish I did, but certain words just cannot translate in other languages, right? So when they essentially translate things over,
Mm-hmm.
from back then, it was what, Hebrew or something,
Something like that.
to English. Like, who knows how,
What they were.
what they were
Yeah.
actually meant.
Right.
But not only that, but each of those books, Peter, John, whatever,
Matthew, like all those
yeah,
disciples.
all of those disciples, that's all essentially their take on what happened. On today's day and age, we have video cameras, and people still say you can't believe that could be a doctored video. It could be
Right,
edited.
right.
So,
right.
like, you would feel like today, like, nobody could lie.
Right.
But, like, who knows what they were doing back then?
Back
And that's
then.
that's the stuff. That's like the logical mindset that I have. That I'm like, it's hard. It's hard to really take it in because of all the different rulers throughout time and history. Like, I don't like that. Let's scrap that. We're gonna change this up a little bit. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, dude. To be honest, and obviously with like the universe expanding, and thinking that there just has to be some sort of life form. There's some sort of life, and then that leads you to the question of, like, how did this all start? Like, they, I can't even remember what they say. The universe started just as an explosion. Well, explosion of what?
Right.
Just some dust particles? How did those dust particles get there? Who did that?
Right.
Like, it's like hurting my head right now just
Right.
thinking of it. It's
It's a lot.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
What do you kind of think? I guess
I mean, I believe there's a God, man, but I mean, more based off of like
faith.
faith and like more based off of like life stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like where like I felt like I felt his presence, or like I prayed to him and like something kind of happened, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
So I kind of take that approach or that belief. But
Do you think whether it's not for yourself, do you think that people need to have some sense of security? No, I don't want to say security, but just some sense of like feeling that they know that they'll quote unquote be okay, and when once they die, do you think people need to have that sort of comfort?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what it says in the Bible is, if you got that relationship with God, man, you'll go to heaven.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the Bible. I know there's many versions. I know everything like that, but coming from my family, coming from grandparents, coming from the school I've gone to, I just kind of go by that. If you got that personal relationship and you've accepted him, and you know, he'll go to heaven.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, Ron, that's how I was raised. That's the same exact way. I mean, we went to the same school one year, and I grew up going to church with, Pop and Nan and
You
everything.
remember
So
we used to help out at Christ Community, like set up chairs
yeah, we used
every
to.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday. I'm
Goofy.
tweaking. Sunday. Every Sunday.
Yeah, we used to
morning.
have to go set up the chairs before the service. I hated doing that because I had to get up so much earlier.
Yeah. But we used to go too, right? Like turn around and then go back.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
That or we just go home and fall.
I never remember your mom going or your parents. They didn't really go. It was just.
They did sometimes. Whenever they did, it was mostly the afternoon. Well, the second
after
service.
Yeah,
the
like
second.
the 11 o'clock or something.
Yeah, that's what it usually ended up being. But I don't know, man. For me, I think
I'm
starving. Or actually, let me ask you this question, and then I'll kind of give you my answer. When you do die, when that time does come, what do you want to happen? How do you want to be taken care of? And I just answered to that question to you.
I would like a peaceful death. I don't want to. I pray, it's not by car accident or anything tumultuous like that. But I would just like to go peacefully. I would like to be around friends and family. Just and just take my last breath with the ones I love, and transition and hopefully all that I do on this earth, I'll be able to go to heaven.
I guess my question was more or less, how do you actually want like your body to be taken care of?
Oh, like cremated or put in the ground?
Yeah, or whatever.
That's something I go back and forth with, but I wouldn't mind like cremation and then just having like a headstone or something like that. I don't mind
typically cheaper.
Right,
right. Cheaper alternative.
That's a cheap way to go. So yeah, I would say like that. What about you?
Again, with this whole like knowing of, a higher power or whatever. Regardless of that, take that out of the equation. I strongly believe that everything on this earth, is essentially the circle of life. I don't want to be buried in the sense of them having to put that damn whatever chemicals it is, to prevent me from rotting so much, embalm me or whatever. But also, I don't want to be. I don't know. I should say I don't want to be. I don't know even about being cremated, because then you're turned into ash. Like, I feel I want to be put in the ground, just kind of just whole. Let me just go back into the earth. Let that circle of life kind of sense, happen. I want to be giving still, to the earth, and but those other ways you can't.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be. I feel like I would do my duty,
right,
by having it done like that. But everything else you said up to that point, yeah, I agree 100%. Peaceful. Hopefully nothing bad happens, ever. But like you said, surrounded by loved ones, family.
It's the proper way, man.
Everyone says, don't mourn me. It's don't be sad. It's a celebration of my life. Just watch. All the videos that me and you made, or or the things that we did, the times, and then my family, my kids, my wife. Those pictures, whatever people are going to have of me.
Yeah.
You know, enjoy that stuff. So.
Every day is not guaranteed, man. Make the most out of it. Love on your people, and just cherish every moment, man. Cause you never know when God is gonna take you home or whatever, man.
Now the
We're on borrowed time.
yeah,
We are on borrowed time. Um,
the
so,
guy, the client that I'm at right now. I was at his house in the basement doing a big giant basement remodel, and I mentioned him to you, but he came down today and is like, "How y'all, how y'all doing today?" And like I turned around because I was doing like some concrete stuff, and I'm like, "I'm doing good. I'm all right."
yeah.
And then something prompted me to turn back around. I'm like, I'm alive and breathing. It's just one of those weird moments. You kind of it hit me, and you really think about it, and like,
Like we complain a lot, bro.
yeah,
Like just everyday life as humans, like we complain about so much, but it's like, man, like when you wake up in the morning, like you you made
wake
it.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
you
you
wake up.
made it. Like you're seeing another day. You're able to go and love and go to work, and just you're given another day. Like we gotta appreciate that, man, because it's a lot of people who aren't able to see that.
Yeah. Do you think there's a reason behind that?
That we're given another day. So,
Like, what do you think your role is? What do you think your job in life is to do?
man, I'm still learning, bro. I'm still learning. I mean, I truly believe we all have a purpose. Um, I enjoy helping others. I mean, that's one thing that I can say is I enjoy helping people and enjoy making people smile. So,
You
um,
tapping a lot with us.
so I'm still trying to figure out my purpose here, but I'm just grateful. Just grateful that I'm still around,
Yeah. No, yeah, I feel you on that. It's a weird, it's a difficult thing to even kind of think about, because we're 29, we're approaching 30, and trying to figure out
trying to
what the
figure out
life
life, man.
still, but
I do not have it all figured out, man.
no.
Not at all.
In a weird sense, at least with the knowledge that I have now, and just how I feel like in my heart and my mind, um, I feel like, and probably every parent will say this,
Hmm.
but I feel like I was really, like my role right now is really here to be the father that I am right now, the father and husband that I am.
Right.
Like that is my job.
That's right.
Not in that sense like, you know, that's your job. You're supposed to do that. Like, no, I feel like that's my life job.
Right.
That's what I was here meant to do. The children that I have now and my wife that I have, I feel like I was meant to have them.
It just feels right.
Yeah, it feels right, and I've always, and I guess in a more extreme sense of wanting to help others. I even had this conversation with that guy from that company, and maybe Bravo and maybe Beamish too, and definitely Sylvia. But I have this really weird like way of wanting to help people. Like, of course, I want to be able to. Like, I've always grew up, helping all the kids on the street with their bikes. I learned it from Pop.
Right. Right.
Everyone
Right.
had their bike mess up or a flat tire or whatever. They did that. They brought it here, to have him Pop help. But now, like, I've taken that role on. I help when I can.
Mm.
People call me like, hey, could you help with my car? Could you help with something in my house or whatever the case may be, right? But like I also have this weird sense like I wish I could be like a fucking Marvel superhero and like help everybody. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, but just
I would.
help
Shit.
help people. Like I have this weird sense of like wanting to do that, and it's I don't know, it's just so weird. Like I feel like if I could sign up for to be a superhero and like pick my powers, I would go tomorrow and go apply. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Man, hell yeah.
That's what I would do, just so I can actually, help people in need. Be a fucking Avenger.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
I would. That's what I want, man. I just want to help out everybody that I can and do as much as I can, man. That's it.
you ever think about um, other not life forms? Blanking on the word. Other yous in other universes. Like,
Like,
do you think that's a thing? What do you think other Averys are doing? Let's say I think in terms of Marvel,
mm-hmm.
we'll call this universe slash Earth 616
Right.
because I think they established the current MCU. That's what we're in 616. So let's go to Earth 123.
Mm.
What's Avery Earth 123 like? What do you think?
Shit, probably.
You got a bunch of kids. You think that one has a bunch of kids? Is he married? Is he rich? Is he a basketball player? Is he a bum?
Man, bro. Shit, I would hope he's out there. He's happy. Man, doing whatever makes him happy. Pursuing a decent career and just trying to enjoy life, man. I would say that. Striving to be the best he can.
I got you.
What's Sean like? What's he out there doing?
Man, me and Sylv actually had this conversation kind of one day. Um, to get a little more, I might have had this conversation with you too,
I doubt it.
but well, told you about it, I should say. But um, to get a little more personal, I guess it's nothing crazy. Not like I'm giving out my fucking social or date of birth.
Like that.
But yeah, me and Sylv had a conversation one day because she was just being the best mother in the world
Right.
as usual, and she was looking at her kids, and she got a little kind of emotional and thought because so each for me and my wife, each pregnancy, right before it was the yeah on the way to the comedy show, right, was a miscarriage
Mm-hmm.
right before, very very early on. I'm talking like 6, 7, 8 weeks early, right? And at the very first time with my oldest son, we before him, we didn't know that it was, I guess, the normal thing to do was to wait until you know the sex of the baby to then announce it, right?
Right.
Once we found out she was pregnant, we were so excited. We were young. She was 21 or whatever. Yeah, she was 21. I was 23.
Right.
We were super excited. And we like took pictures. Like we had her cousin who's like a photographer come over, take some pictures. We were doing this whole thing. I'm like, is it a boy, girl, whatever, right? We were super excited, and then like no bullshit. A week later, we go to the hospital, and she like had problems, right? And she ended up having a miscarriage, and she was very emotional,
Right.
right? It's difficult, and we didn't know that was normal. But just about every woman in our life, right, knew that how normal miscarriages are.
Right.
Um, so then, like I said, each other child that we had, there was always a miscarriage. So I think it's the children we do have are considered rainbow babies. I think it is.
Yeah, that's what she said.
So we're very. I mean, we're lucky. We love our children to death.
Right.
You know, but she had a very interesting point, and she was like, "Do you ever think about like the kids that we could have had? Like instead of boy boy girl, what if it was girl girl boy or girl boy girl or whatever? You know?" And she's like, "What do you think? Like those other kids in another universe, those kids are doing? Like, do you think those kids were went full term instead?"
Right.
And then like it made her feel better that in another universe she feels that those kids were the ones that ended up becoming or going full term, and that those kids had us to love them, to just to give them the same amount of love that we give our kids now.
Right.
And even thinking about it now still gets me a little bit choked up because, like, dude, the I wish everyone could feel the love that I have for my children. You know, um, in different ways. You know, I love you fucking like, crazy. You're my fucking brother. You know, I love my children. I love my mom. You know, pop, my dad, everybody.
Right.
It's all different types, different levels of love. But man, like the intensity is,
It's real.
it's mine. I can't even wrap my head around it.
Right.
So yeah, it's a weird thing also.
For sure, man. For sure. Open, bro. Close us out, man.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess very very wild episode. A lot of lefts, a lot of rights. But yeah, just out here bullshitting completely on a whim as per usual. Uh, Nothing is ever planned. This guy just hit me up. He was like, "Hey man, are you sleep? Come out to the garage."
For real.
So just came out to the garage. Just decided to put some content out there and just have a normal conversation. So
Right. Um,
like and subscribe.
Comment. Give us some ideas what you guys want to hear about. What you would like us to talk about. Um, yeah.
Nah. Shout out to the boy Xavier with his hookah stuff.
Oh yeah,
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 you know him.
yeah.
I seen it on Facebook.
Yeah, we share the same birthday. Shout out to you, man.
Oh yeah, word. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I didn't know that. No, I actually real quick. He made. I don't. He didn't make it, but it was like this logo, his new logo, kind of, with him and like his hookah
His hookah
stuff.
shit. Yeah.
And I hit him up. I'm like, damn, bro, that shit. Like, first of all, like, all love. You know, you doing your thing. That's dope as fuck. Like, I support. Um, and then I'm like, bro, who did the logo? That shit is dope. You know,
Right.
I'm kind of interested. And you know, we kind of just went back and forth and just like how we said before, we wanted to show love. We want to spread love, and you know,
Aurora
especially
native.
yeah, Aurora native, exactly. So I told him, I'm like, hey, bro, you know, I don't know if you've seen me and Avery doing our thing or doing this,
Right.
and I'm like, hey, you know, he didn't even have to ask me. I was just like, hey, bro, I'm like, I'm gonna shout you out, man. I'll love, and he just was like, damn, bro, love. That's what it is. So
That's what it is.
shout out to Xavier,
Hey,
man.
anybody from Aurora, man, tap in, man. Like, let us know what you're doing. Let us know artwork. Let us know music. Let us know, man. We want to support. You know, just let us know. Tap in with us. We would like to shout you out, show some love, because, I mean, we all from the same place, so why not show some love to each other?
Uplift others all the time.
Exactly.
It's how you live a happy life. Don't be putting people down.
Exactly.
So that's it. Men on Manor. This is going to be episode 4. We got Ave and we got Sean.
Hey,
All right,
stay blessed.
we out.